Hello everyone, it's April here from Dragons and Dresses Craftsorium. And today we're just going to delve into what's inside my creepy mind. I've often been asked, hey, what would you put on a Christmas tree in your creepy cabin? And I figured, well, hey, let's figure it out together. So what I've done is I have made some flesh tone polymer clay. It's already been conditioned and everything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a small piece and we're going to make some ornaments for our tree. And then we're going to make some lights to go on it and some garland and a tree topper. Well, I've already made the tree topper, but it's fantastic. So we're going to make a little ear here. I'm just going to show you how to do a few of these because I've already made them so we can get this show on the road. It's going to be the magic of YouTubeism. That's a new word, y'all. I just made it up. So what I do is I take it and I form it into the rough shape of an ear. Let me pull you down a little. Going on a trip in your favorite rocket ship. And then you use your ball tool and you create the ear. And then you smooth it out. And it's just been ripped off someone's head, so we're going to make it look like that too. There you go. Doing a little bit of earlobe. And maybe they had a piercing. They got ripped apart! Yay! Okay, so you want to keep smoothing that out until it's as smooth as you'd like it. And if I could find my other pin, there it is, my other tool. And you can just leave it on the tile and bake it, or you can do it on a work surface and then put it on a tile. But make sure you always put a tint over it. What I do is I do it in two different directions. I'll tint it one way and then the other way so it's completely surrounded and no chance of it really burning too much unless you leave it in like I have in the past for way too long. Okay, so how about now we make, oh I know, let's make a tongue. Because what's a Christmas tree without a tongue, right? So you want to shape it into your tongue shape. Lay it down on the surface of your tile. And don't forget, you have to give it a little bit of a crease. The best thing about polymer clay, using it, if you mess it up, you can always just do this again. Okay. And of course, it had to be ripped out too, so you gotta give it a little bit. That one was a tough one to get out though, because it was really stuck in there. Alright, sorry about, there's that. Now, you know what? I think we need some internal organs. So how about we make, let's see, how about a stomach? So I looked at a diagram of a stomach. Well, I haven't got this one really conditioned yet, but we're going to go with it. Last minute. Change of plans. And I looked at a picture of a stomach, and granted, yes, I have already done them, but, who couldn't use an extra stomach or two? So, I'm going to make a small one. Let me get one out here and show you what I mean. You can make internal organs, you can make digits, you can make fingers, toes, ears, tongues, but there's a stomach. So let's just make a smaller one. Shall we? You see, on this episode of What is in this Crazy Woman's Head, this is what we're doing today. So you need the going in, or the, what is that called? Not the esophagus, but the part that goes into your stomach. So you want to make you a little peg, so to speak. That might be too big. Proportion. Put it on. Blend it down. Which it needs that little crease in it anyway, so. And I'll surprise you at the end with a few others that I've made. Okay, we got that one on there. Let's use the warmth of the finger. The best tools we have to get that. Now you're going to take a ball tool in the end and give it the opening that you need. Okay, there's that part. And now, let's make the upper intestine, or large intestine, whichever one you want to call it. It's your intestine, you call it what you want to call it. So what I do is I roll it out like so, and then I'll take the paintbrush hairs out of it because they are everywhere in here. I just had one fall apart. And it has to curve over, so then if you push it up, it gives you some wrinkles to start with. And then you put it there, and it comes down. And again, you need to blend it together. That's too big. See? It's all in the making. And if you want to be very particular about it, pull up a picture on Google. Follow those pictures. Mush it together and then blend it. You want it to have a good adhesion so that it stays together. Now these won't be cooked off right now. I will cook them off because I made them, so, but I already have them made and painted. Now you gotta give it some texture. So you wanna do with the side of it. And then to soften them, you just tap it. And then, which I forgot to do it on that one, but you gotta give the opening because it's gotta come through somehow. And there you have a stomach. Didn't know this was biology, did you? So we're going to go ahead and set that off to the side. And we're going to paint the ones that I already have made, that I don't have completed yet, because I wanted to complete some with you. So I want to put this clay up so that it doesn't dry out. Not that it's going to dry out, but... Okay, so I have made a few. Alright, fine, I'll show you. Everything but the tree topper. The tree topper I have to wait for later. Okay, so I've made some kidneys, a liver, and I'll put these on the tile to bring up so I can show you a little closer. Put the ones that I just did a little further over. Okay, so I made some kidneys, a stomach, a liver. Oh look, we have another stomach, because you can never have too many stomachs. And then all the little pieces that I made. There's another kidney. There's another kidney. Oh look, we have some tongues and some toes. And some fingers. There's a couple in here that I have not painted because I wanted to paint them with you. Oh, there they are. There's that one. And I can finish up the rest of them with y'all. Alright, so with fingers, you can either do them one of two ways. Oh, I thought I got tomatoes. You can use paint marker, you can use paint, you can use whatever you want to use. I mean, it's your project, you do you. But I got to give it the mark where, you know, it got cut off. And if it looks too light, add a little darker to it. But now what I'm going to do is, which that is too bright, I'm going to add a little to all of them. Maybe a little touch of black when I'm done too. Because it's still a little on the bright side. Oh, I haven't opened the black yet. I'm using the Let's Resin acrylic paint markers. They were a gift from my sister last year. I'll just let you admire those while I shake this tin. I know I'm sick and twisted, but hey, that's why you like me, right? I bring out your creepy side. Oh, that one looks like it was in some sort of disaster. It got burnt. Alright, so the black was not a good idea. But hey, we're learning together, right? I had some other paints out when I did the other ones. That's why they look a little bit better. Or a lot of bit better. Oh, this one. I needed to do this one too. This one has the other ear ripped open. Oh, look. But I even put earrings in some of them. Let's open this cut up here. There we go. It wasn't stuck down anymore, so it's harder to get to it. But there you go. There's that part. Now, if you want to make your fingers, see that's a finger? If you want to make it look like the nails have been ripped off the beds, just put your little red right in there. Because that would be kind of cool too, because, you know, that happens. And I'm going to polish a few of them. Because some of these girls, they just didn't know what was coming. Oh, and we have to have matching toenails. Let's see, this one had purple polish. And a toe. to match. Oh, here's another toe. It should have been ripped out too. You gotta have everything in pairs, you know. Or actually, it looks like red polish, but it's okay. Now, you could go so far as to use real polish on these, and oh, that was good. I just shook it everywhere. Now, that's the one I just painted. So, we have our mess going here with the paint that I just flung everywhere. So, let me get this cleaned up, and then I'll be back with you in just a minute. Okay, I got it all cleaned up, and I have poured in here, and you didn't need to see me put my gloves on. Y'all know how to put gloves on, I'm sure. You put your fingers in the holes, you pull them up. Okay, so I put my BS resin in here, and I'm going to color it, because we're going to make some garlands, some oh so beautiful, sparkling garland, pearly garland, made out of intestines. So I'm going to put one drop at a time, and mix it up. We're going to use our silicone mat, and our handheld torch. So you only want to put one drop at a time with the UV resin until you get to the color you want. You don't want to overdo it. I think it needs one more drop. Oh, almost had two. And that's a good color for the lower intestine because that's where I'm at, because I've already made the others. Okay, so what I did was get it all over my hand. But I'm sure you guys know how to do that. We're all professionals at that, aren't we? Okay, and now I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to wriggle it on the silicone mat. Now remember, this is going to drape on a tree, so you want it to be able to do just that. And there's several ways that you can attach these together. I'm making just pieces. This is the biggest one that I've made so far. I'm going to make one more out of whatever I have left. You want the ducts and all that in there because, you know, you kind of need all those bowel ducts and all that in the intestine. Am I getting a little too graphic? Well, it is creepy Christmas after all. And eventually, this Christmas tree is going to go into my creepy cabin. Take a little up there. Alright, now when you got it the way you want it and you want it to get it set, you take a handheld torch so it doesn't spread or separate, and you just start curing. Now I have my Let's Resin double-sided light out here too, because we're going to need it for the next items. And then we're going to work on putting it all on the tree. We're going to decorate, we're going to trim a tree, y'all. Okay. So we've got that there. Let me wipe that off real quick. Have alcohol wipes down here. They're great. They're only 70%, but they're already on a tissue. So, yay. Alright, now that that's semi-cured, you want to put it in your light, whatever light you're using. If you have one that'll sit over the top, that's great. Now, I can't really do too much on these, but I have one more eyeball to make, so I'm going to make it with you. So the other ones I mixed up some black UV and just enough to do one little dot, but we're going to try it a different way. I'm going to use my whatever that word is. What is that word? Acrylic paint marker. We're going to put the eyeball, the pupil of the eye, in the smallest round thing. And I know that you can get these on Beebeecraft because I just saw Crafting with Sierra, I believe. I'm not sure. Somebody just got this from Beebeecraft. I got mine from Temu or Amazon. I don't remember. I've been using it for a long time. So we got that in there. We're going to let that pupil dry. Okay, so now that those are dry, I've added a little bit of the BS resin into my cup here, and I'm putting one drop of the pearl white in this one. And these are Light Wish colors. I got them for my birthday from Miss Coral Marine. Thank you, Miss Coral Marine. Now, you want it to be white, but you don't want it to be over white, so I think it needs another drop. I'm going to do 2 eyeballs, so we'll know which one looks the best that way. And I can always save the other. That looks like a good color. It's semi-opaque, so that's kind of perfect. Alright, now we're going to clean that off, and I put one little drop in here, just one little drop of resin, and I touch the ink bottle to the side, or pigment color, just to give it a little bit of color, because you don't need a whole lot. And it's mixed up, and I'm going to, alright, that's not enough, it won't even come off. So there we go, see, lesson learned. There we go, a little bit more. Okay, beautiful green. You want to drop it right over the top of your pupil, and then grab your torch. Oh, see, that was not quick enough. it slid off to the side, if you see what I mean here. You don't want it to do that. So I'm going to try to get it out as best as I can. And I have my torch, my UV light here is rechargeable. So what I like to do, which is what I'll show you now, is I will turn it on and let it sit there while I do that, so I can just drop it. And then cure it quickly. And I'll leave that sit over there. These are great. These light wish pearlescent colors, they're so pretty. If I can find the link, I will put them down below. They were a gift though, so. And I'm going to leave that on. I'm going to take another little drop for this eye over here. Drop it right down over the center of that pupil. And then cure it. And leave that sit there. I'm going to have both of these in the UV light at the same time. And I wipe all my little cups out, or I will cook them in there if there's more than that in there. And peel it out and reuse the same cups for, I'm going on a year on some of them. Because I'm a little tight wad, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so we're going to put that up in here. I want it to get a good cure on it for 2 minutes while I pull these off. Those are all done now. Lay that off to the side. So I have my intestines, but I want them to curve a little because they're still a little bit warm. So what I do is I take them and I put them in the cup where all my other pieces and parts are. And I'll curve them so that they'll curve around the tree. Or you can heat them up with a heat gun too, but I don't have a heat gun in here. So we're not going to do that part. Now I've taken a cup, you saw me make this one. Alright. Now we're going to put the white of the eyeball. And you want to do this in layers because it is colored, which gives the light a little less area to go through. Okay. But you want to make sure that it's all the way around, of course, so you don't have any bubbles. Although we are going to coat the other side. Alright. I'm going to do this a couple more layers, and when I'm done, we'll be back. Okay, so it's out of the light. And next we're going to pop them out. And clean them off if you must. Which, I don't think I cleaned the other ones off. I may have to do that after I get these done, before the next step. Just taking that edge off of them. Because, I don't want any little kids to get hurt that happen to come visit for my creepy Christmas. Okay, there's that one done. Then we'll get a good look at them when I get... You guys were wondering about, what goes on in my mind, how I come up with these things. Well, I have no idea. I think I'm just sick and twisted inside. But I'm, as Lula calls it from Nerd Goblin, I stay weird. No, Rick Kernick's, they're weird anyway. That's Kirk and Nikki if you haven't checked them out before. You should, they're a married couple. If you hear them talk about themselves, they're ancient. But, they're not. They're just babies. Okay, so here's the eyeballs, but they look a little lackluster. So we're going to fix that. There's the eyeball. Yeah, see? Okay. So to fix that, what I do is I put them up on top. Keep my trusty torch ready. Make sure it's a little level. And we're going to dome them. Just a little dab will do you. And then, that one's got a bubble right in the top. There we go. Just so that they don't run off the side. Put them in there in the light for a 2-minute cycle, which it doesn't even take that long, but we're going to put it in for a 2-minute cycle, and then we'll be back to assemble. Assembly time! Okay, and there they are. Whoop, that one flipped over. Now, isn't that much better? Right, maybe that one's a little wonky, but this one's much better. And, those light stringers that I'm going to be using have 20 lights on them, so I went ahead and did 18 light eyeballs earlier, all different colors. And I know I just dropped one on the floor. Yep, there it is. And if I need an extra, if I didn't count correctly, the 9,000 times I counted, then I can... And I just dropped another one. These eyeballs are rolling everywhere, y'all. And they're not even round. Well, I lost one, so if I need an extra, I have that green one in there that I made, and I can always make another one really quickly. All right, so you want to turn them all over where they're not looking at you. Look away! Let's see, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 with this one. Perfect, because they have 20 lights on them. Okay, so now the next step is a lot of UVing, so I'm definitely going to speed this up, and I will play some beautiful music that I created on suno.com, or suno.com, and enjoy the music and watch the magic happen. Oh, it's so magical. But let me explain to you how I'm going to do this, though. Alright, so we're going to take, alright, this one's right here. We'll do it. You're going to take 1 drop of UV. This is a lot of tedious work. And there's a flat spot and a round spot on the light. It's easiest if you take it and you put the flat spot down. Yep, I say it is. Oh, that's what I was doing. What I do is I bend it on each side so I can hold it from the top and cure it at the same time. So we have that. Oh, you can't see it. Let me come over here. There you go. So you lay it in there. Can you see it yet? I'm trying to make it to where y'all can see what I'm doing. So you lay the flat spot on there, and then you cure it real quick. I have my light plugged in to charge while I'm doing this because it's a lot of it. This one I can direct the light a little bit better with. You can see it. Now it's stuck on the back of that light. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do this. You can watch and be amazed while I do this, and we'll see you in a minute or two.
Ebony ribbons round the tree, cobweb angels ghostly glee, candles flicker, shadows grow in the land of midnight snow. Garland string with eerie charm, skeletons wrapped around my arm. Stark white moon on velvet sky, whispers of a lullaby. Eyeballs in the punch bowl flow, intestines tied like a bow. Tongues and bones for gifts we show, fingers and toes in the snow. Hearts and livers on the sleigh, kidneys for the holiday. Listen close, you'll hear the cheer of the spirits drawing near. Moonlight dances, tombstones gleam, living in a morbid dream. Gather round with silent song as the night is growing long. Eyeballs in the punch bowl flow, intestines tied like a bow. Tongues and bones for gifts we show, fingers and toes in the snow. Ebony ribbons round the tree, cobweb angels ghostly glee. Candles flicker, shadows grow in the land of midnight snow. Garlands stream with eerie charm, skeletons wrapped around my arm. Stark white moon on velvet sky, whispers of a lullaby. Eyeballs in the punch bowl float, intestines tied like a bow. Tongues and bones for gifts we show, fingers and toes in the snow. Hearts and livers on the sleigh, kidneys for the holiday. Listen close, you'll hear the cheer of the spirits drawing near. Moonlight dances, tombstones gleam, living in a morbid dream. Gather round with silent song as the night is growing long. Eyeballs in the punch bowl float, intestines tied like a bow. Tongues and bones hands for gifts we show, fingers and toes in the snow.
Okay, now that I have all of that, those lights put on there, and I have them secured, I'm going to fold them up because this is double-sided light, lay them inside there, and I'm going to cure them for 5 minutes, just to be safe. Now, I forgot that when I did the other ones, that I used red glow-in-the-dark powder in them. So that's going to be even cooler because it kind of freaked me out just now. So, yeah, I'm not going to go there. Now, the next step, you're going to need some fishing line. I happen to have this already at the house, 10-pound fishing line. I use it for jewelry making, for costume jewelry stuff for the chorus department for my grandson's school. So I have plenty of this, and I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take the ornaments, and I've already measured out how much I need to go around the tree. And we're going to start attaching the ornaments to the fishing line. It's easier to decorate it that way. If it's on an invisible line that we can hide, you can always just tuck it inside. Okay, so we have an ear, a finger, and a tongue. That's not going to work, is it? Okay, how about we do? Sorry for that. I put something in front of the light so it's not curing it as we go. Alright, so same thing. Just a little dabble do ya on the back of each one. Get the spit bubble off. Make sure it's turned around where you want it separated. Even us evil geniuses have bad days. This finger is giving me the finger. We're going to drop just a eensy-weensy, because it's not going to take much. Okay, now you're going to take your trusty little UV torch. Oh, this came in a 2-pack, by the way. I'll link it below. I don't get anything out of this, so. Alright, I got it on that one. Let's hit it and hold it in place. Okay. Let's do the same with the finger. Attach it. And that tongue. It is kicking my butt, y'all. But I'm going to show it who's boss. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And I'll be back with you when I'm done with this part. Now that all the ornaments are on the line and in the oven, yes, I call it an oven because I'm cooking them. Ooh, cooking body parts and organs. Oh, yum. I am sick and twisted. We're going to work on the garland. As you can see, I have small and large intestines here. So we're going to pretty much do the same thing with these, only we're going to do it in pieces. I'm not going to run a line through all of them. So we're going to take the small one here, put it at the top, cut a few pieces so I can have them ready, and let me get some ready, and I'll be back to show you what I mean. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And that was the pink pearl that I put in there in the lighter ones, and this one is the rose red from Light Wish. Okay, I'm going to turn my light on. Hold that on there. And get an extra hand, because this is not going to work. Okay, I can just lay it on there and set it. See, it's just, that's all it needs, is just that little bit. And then go to the next piece, which would be, oh, let's use that one. Put it on there. Make sure it's lined up correctly. You can always clip it off the other end. Alright, I'm going to do these. I'm going to attach all these, and I'll be back when I'm done.
Eyeball lights on the Christmas tree, intestine garlands swinging free, ornaments made from tongues and bones, echoes of whispers in haunted tones.
Now you can see here that I'm covering up the lines in between with little pieces, so there's one continuous garland, because, you know, your intestines are one continuous strand. So, you know. But this is apparently intestines from many different people, because, you know, waste not want them. But hey, use your imagination. Maybe you want to use the hair of your victims. I mean, in your ornaments, in your decorations. You know, the hair that you legally collected. So this is Creepy Christmas, but how about we go for another one? We go ahead and set it up right now so everyone can get ready and get their thoughts and their brains are working, and we're going to do another collaboration. Another creepy collaboration, because, I'm a little weird, and I love creepy. So we're going to do a My Bloody Valentine collaboration. It must have hearts, and it must have blood. So there you go, My Bloody Valentine. And all the information that you will need for that will be coming out in another video in January. I'm going to wait till after the holiday so people can have time to be with their loved ones and enjoy their holiday. But we will get started on My Bloody Valentine after the new year. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, we have other collaborations. So check out Mini Scenes DB for her collaborations list as well. That's Tracy, she's a good friend of ours. She's the one that encouraged me to do my own collaboration, so yay, thank you, Tracy. Okay. I don't like the way that is sitting across there, so I'm going to snip that so you don't see it. Alright, now those are all backwards now. Okay, let me fix that one, because it's going to come off if I don't. And then we're going to put these in the big light for 5 minutes here, and then we'll decorate the tree. See you then. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see my hands. Oh, and I just reached a 500 milestone. Thank you 500 subscribers. Thank you, Kirk and Nikki, because they made it happen for me on my, that's at Kernix, here on YouTube. Great couple. But don't tell them I said that, because, you know, Nikki's a jinx. But, yeah, so that's done. We're going to get all this put away, and I'm going to put this in the big light, and I'll be right back. We're almost done, and then we will be decorating the tree. So everything is done, cured, and ready to go. Now I have to decide which tree I want. Do I want a new, lifelike, Grinch green tree? Nah, that's too cute. Do I want the tree with all the little snow cap covers on the end? Nah. I like this oddball tree with the gaps in it because, you know, it's better to hang the ornaments on. So, to attach the ornaments and the garland, and of course the garland will go on last. Well, no, garland goes on first, doesn't it? I'll be okay. Actually, lights go on first. But with the lights, there's a tree topper, so I want to kind of wait to... You might be able to see it, but I don't want you to see it. So we're going to move over this way. We're going to draw the attention away from it. Ha 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 ha. My messy desk. Alright, so we're going to attach the garland. We're going to start with the little end up here. And yep, we're going back to UV because you know me, instant gratification kind of gal. And stay tuned to the end because I'm going to have an announcement about my 500 subscriber giveaway. I think that's way too high. I think it's amazing, and I thank everyone for subscribing that has subscribed and supported me since then. And my anniversary date is January 1st here on YouTube. So I'm going to have a little giveaway for that too on January 1st, of course, New Year's Day. Because that is when I launched my channel, and it went live for the first video. And I happen to be up in New York with my sister from another mother and mister, Miss Mary Pignatelli. But she has a couple of videos on her channel. My partner in crime. Till she changed positions at work, we used to craft together all the time. She was my partner in LadyAprylDesigns as well, which was not just a YouTube channel and a how-to channel, just wrap it around. It was also a international craft supply store. So you want to get it on there and around so you can attach the other end. Okay, I'm going to attach this end. No, I'm not going to put this in the big oven. I'm just going to hold it with this until it's attached because it doesn't have to be super, super strong, you know what I mean? There we go. It's not going to be man-handled, so to speak, or woman-handled for that matter. This already has some red balls all over it, so that's perfect. Gives a little extra oomph. Okay, so there is our, and of course you can adjust it. Ooh, that was one. You can adjust it. Oh, look at that. Intestines rocking around a Christmas tree. That's so cute. Okay, now let's do the ornaments. And I have them in 2 strings. And of course I have tied them together, so give me a second to get them untied. Okay, so I have them in 2 strings, but I just decided to go ahead and attach the 2 together so I can do this all at one time instead of twice. Now this one we're going to wrap a little tighter because there's more on it. So I'm going to attach it up here at the very top. Oh, look, they can hear us now. Santa, can you hear me? Oh, no, that was Papa. Never mind. Krampus, can you hear me? Okay, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of another. And this is what we have so far. Isn't it gorgeous? Doesn't it make you hungry? Now, if you want to put some in certain places, go ahead. I mean, it's your tree. You do what you want to do to it. If you're doing a tree. Okay, so now we have the base. Oh, I have tangled the lights up again. Of the lights here. And I'm going to put it on the base of the tree so it can just be turned off and on. And I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. Maybe, if I can get them untangled. It's just like regular Christmas lights, y'all. Only with eyeballs. My grandson's going to want these, I know that. He has a thing for eyeballs. He's weird. I don't know where he gets it. Do y'all know where he gets the weirdness from? If you do, comment below. Because we're going to have to comment below anyway. And then get ready to do that announcement at the end of this video. Now, you guys don't forget to go check out everybody else in this collab. There's not that many because there's not that many that are freaky like me. So, or creepy like me. I don't think there's anybody who's like me. Thank goodness. I don't think the world could handle another me. I don't think my friends could handle another me. Just like Christmas decorating at home. You have to keep going through and getting them untangled. And, okay, I think I finally got it. Nope. I found another knot. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm just going to lay them down, and I'll pull them up one at a time. All right, so you want to be able to get into the battery, to put a new battery in it, but you have to undo those. So what I'm going to do is, where do I want the back to be? Where do I want the back to be? I want the back to be right here. All right, so what I'm going to do, you can use glue, you can use whatever you want. I'm just going to use a little UV resin right here because it's going to be redone later, I'm sure, because it's going to go in my cabin, and I may have to move it. I could put it on the wall in the cabin, so. Now for the coup de grace. That's the front. Okay, so I'm trying to hide that cord in there. I made the tree topper is a human heart. Made out of polymer clay. I am going to attach it to the top. I took off one of the lights and used it up top so it could have a glow. I'm just attaching it. And I will have a video at the end on my turntable. It shows it all the way around. And if you see the surprises, you got to message me and let me know that you see the surprises, or you just type in, you see the Easter eggs. There's Easter eggs, so there's lots of commenting to be done on this one now. Easter eggs, another comment coming up. how freaky you are, how freaky I am, how much I'm creeping people out. Do this. All right, let me get this set up, and I will lay it down so I can show you. Okay. I'll be right back. So I do need to readjust a couple just so I can get them in the right spots because I want them to be prominent underneath the heart. Okay, so we're going to light it up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the glow behind the heart. Let me see if I can get these other lights out for you. It lights up like a Christmas tree. There you go, eyeball lights. Get my lights back on. Be right back. And now for the exciting part, like I told you about. It's giveaway time. Since I reached 500 and my anniversary is January 1st, we're going to do a giveaway. You have from now until December 31st to comment on any of the videos, today's or any subsequent videos, the words sick and twisted, because we all know that's what I am. Sick and twisted. I wrote it on a paper towel so I can have it here and I can tape it up. So if you comment in any of this video or any of the other ones, sick and twisted, between today and December 31st, you are in the drawing. And my grandkids are going to do the drawing live with me on the 1st. We're going to write all the names out. You'll see them. We'll fold them up, put them in a bucket, let the kids shake it up and draw a name, and there will be 2 winners. There will be one winner that gets the big prize package, which is a big box of craft supplies, or an order sent to you from somewhere if you're in another country. Or you have the option of getting a $35 gift card from Amazon. Yes, I said 35 because that's just the way I roll. I'm an oddball, you know that. So, don't forget, sick and twisted, comment below or in any video, and if you're on a live and you're catching one of the lives, then you can go ahead and type in sick and twisted there, just randomly sometime throughout the live, and I will make sure that we write your name down, because we'll have someone watching for it from now on, and you'll go into the drawing too. So that's one package, is the big one with the craft supplies. The other package will be something that I have made. You know, second place will be something that I've made. I will give you a choice of certain items that I've made, and I can ship it to you. If you are in another country, I will ship it to you for nothing. So not a problem there. It may take a while to get to you because I'm a procrastinator when it comes to shipping because I don't like to package stuff up, but we'll get to it. So don't forget, sick and twisted, comment below, and don't forget to follow everybody else in the playlist below. It's linked down there, and I'll have all the links to the stuff that I've used down below, because we all know I am sick and twisted, and you guys have one heck of a creepy Christmas. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. And don't forget, if you can make one person laugh or smile every day, then your day has been worthwhile, and I hope I've done that in some way today. See you on the next one. Bye.
Eyeball lights on the Christmas tree, in testing God.